Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time finding me, thank you for finding me. This is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So every weekend, if you're not familiar with how this works, every weekend I do a spiritual tea party. This is where we go ahead and do personal readings, we do energy work, we do number wars, and we just, talk shit, right? Talk shit. That's what we do. So this week for expedited requests, let me just put the link. There you go. This week we have, hold on, where the heck did I put it? I'm always in a state of confused. Don't mind me. We have the bioscan. We also have the Claire Tarot reading. We have twin ray healing. With a twin ray healing, this is not necessarily to reestablish some sort of romantic connection. This is actual healing. This is about repairing any type of injuries or damage, or correcting any kind of code distortion that exists within the cord that connects true twin rays, not just, someone you think is cute and you want to be with. So with this, it really helps to clear distortions that are causing the two of you to both have struggles within your own personal journey, as well as connecting with each other. So we have advanced strand DNA activation. We have the Seraphim cleanse. Hold on. Oh, I almost deleted everything. Hold on. All right. So with the Seraphim cleanse, we're going to go ahead and use the Seraphim fire. They're the angels that are said to flank the throne of God. And their fire is the most intense energetic fire. It's called God fire. And this cleanses the sacred flame. Okay. We also have soul retrieval. Many of us don't realize that a lot of our past lives bleed over into this one. And when you get past life bleed over, karmic bleed over, it often shows up as like phobias, characteristics that tend to cripple you, things like that. So with the soul retrieval, we go ahead and collect all the shards and bring them back into your core template so that your higher self can reintegrate them for deep core healing. We also have the Kuan Yin lunar blessing. And this is a really good blessing. I don't know if you guys know, but this coming Friday, this week, on the 10th, we're going to have a lunar eclipse. It's just a whole bunch of eclipses. I'm kind of tired of eclipses at this point. But with this lunar eclipse that's coming up, we're going to ask that Kuan Yin goddess energy of compassion and mercy, so that we're going to ask that her energy to kind of envelop us so that we can have some of this for ourselves. A lot of us are really struggling right now with the end of the holiday season. We're really struggling with the way we see ourselves. Typically during the holiday, either you spend time with your family, and most people end up arguing with their family, or you feel very, very alone and have no one to be spending your holidays with. So the Kuan Yin lunar blessing is a really, really nice blessing to kind of just get you recentered in your truth and not feeling so alone and so sad about how things go. I have the etheric wing workup available. All of us are from an angelic lineage, varying degrees of angelic coding within our template. We all have etheric wings. At this point, I will make that statement. We all have etheric wings. Some are more tightly bound and encased than others. If you're drawn to this, if you have odd sensations between your shoulder blades, if you've been having some odd aches and pains in your upper back, shoulder area, there's a good possibility that your wings are ready to be unbound and released from their casing. And this is a really good expedite for that. Oh, I think I'm dead. There we go. So if you guys know the drill, right now, let me just put that link again. Right now, we're going to get started with number wars. Oh, do you have those pains? Yeah. That sounds like you probably would benefit from that. Okay, so if you have never played Number Wars with me, this is when I go ahead and write a number on my phone. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. There you go. I'm going to write a number on my phone. The first comment that I see that matches a number that I wrote will win a Claire Tarot from me, a Claire Tarot reading. So it's the number that I see, okay? The first one that I see. We're picking from 1 to 100. We're not doing triple digits. Da, da, da.
Right there.
Where? Oh, I see it. Deb Lashbrook. Deb Lashbrook, you won at 82. Congratulations, Deb. Let me just get the cards. All right, Deb. Congratulations. Let me just. What?
Nothing.
What you saying?
Nothing.
Oh.
Cup grabs.
All right. Congratulations, Debs. Congratulations. Whatever that means. Oh, I just kind of felt the need. Hey, did I ever order that other
No.
I never completed that, did I?
No, you didn't. You can complete it with the thing that I have in there.
What thing?
I don't know, but I have something.
Mm-hmm.
Or I had something. I think it's sold out.
Praise the Lord. I can't even talk because I bought crystals from 2 vendors last night. Shit. I went to go check my notifications on Facebook. And it was Deb. If you want to be upset, I'm taking Deb down with me. Deb shared 2 different vendors, and I went to both. Well, I don't know if she shared more, but I saw 2 of them. And so I bought crystals from both. Oh, God. All right, Deb, let's go to your cards. All right. Here goes. So, Deb, you're not going to be too happy with this, okay? It's not your fault, girl. Lord knows I'd be looking for what you share. So, card number 34, in the world, not of the world. What this is telling me is that you're going to be having some sort of backslide or fall. Not necessarily a literal falling, but more of you feeling as though you're stepping back from your progress that you're making spiritually, health-wise, all of that. So there might be a worsening of whatever 44% at 440. Okay. There might be a worsening of your symptoms or of your spiritual struggle for a little bit. But this is because you're building a charge, okay? Yeah, like eating crap, you shouldn't. Let me tell you, Deb, Frey took me to breakfast the other day. I'm so mad. You know how I'm super reactive to corn? I've never had grits in my life. I don't even know what the fuck grits are. And I was just like, I looked at the allergy menu and I said, yes, no gluten, no wheat, no dairy. Yes, I can have grits. So I ate like a couple bowls of grits only to realize it's fucking corn. Shit. So I didn't feel good for the whole day. Card number 6, shock of the new. Deb, I know you kind of don't like to voice when things are upsetting you. You kind of just try and hold it in. You kind of just try and, for the most part, keep the peace. You're going to have a lot to say very soon. Okay? I don't know who, I hope I'm not the one. I hope you're not going to say it to me. But it's almost like a righteous wrath that's going to come out of your mouth. Um, you have to allow it. This is a part, these two are part of the same process. It feels like this is tied to the Leo reading, the Leo 2020 precog forecast. Um, it's about you really taking on a different role in your family, probably within your circle. Um, but you're going to be more vocal and more visible, like you're being pushed forward. Card number 9, what do you feel? So you're going to be comparing apples and oranges. How do you feel when you're eating proper versus how do you feel when you're not? You know, it's apples and oranges, which is better? Which is better for you? So you're going to have to decide to fully commit to whatever it is that you're needing to commit to. Okay, if it means removing certain foods from your diets, then you just have to. I know you've been trying to as well. So I think this is your higher self kind of just giving you that swift kick in the booty to let you know, like, no more chancing things. I think, I don't even want to say this. I think soon you might have a severe reaction to one of the foods. I think your body's preparing to have a severe reaction. Let me pull a couple more cards because that's a pretty bold statement to make. And I kind of personally want to make sure that I misunderstood personally. So let's see. All right. Oh, Deb. Okay. So we have King of Cups in reverse, double dealing, scandal, ruin, a crafty person. Your higher self is telling you to not try and be crafty, to be able to do the things that you want to do. You know what your limits are. You have to stick to them. Okay. You also got the Strength in reverse. Shit. Pettiness, sickness, lack of faith. Deb, I think you're going to be having a really intense reaction to food. 41% at 444. And then the last card, Death in reverse, stagnation, slow changes, partial change, narrowly avoiding a serious accident. So this is kind of where you're at right now, where you're partially committed, like you have to do this. It's not that you're being ignorant about your needs. This is just a very difficult change for anyone who's ever had to modify their diet for intolerances. You know how difficult this is. It's like everything that you once enjoyed is now being taken away, and you feel very deprived. You feel very singled out. It's difficult. But if you don't stick to this, it's going to be more than difficult. You probably will get hospitalized. Okay. I don't want that, Deb. Don't make me kidnap you. Don't make me kidnap you and force feed you only what you can eat. But I think whatever happened before with that, like, really bad allergic reaction, I think that did something to your body. I think that did something. So if you're introduced to any of whatever it was that triggered a reaction again, there's a potentiality that your body will severely overreact, worse than the last time. Okay. So just be very careful. Definitely stay away from any carpet cleaners, but what you eat, You have to be very vigilant. I think what's going on is you've cleaned your diet enough that your body has begun to, for lack of a better way to describe it, your body has gotten ballsy with its demanding that you no longer eat those foods. So definitely keep this in mind, okay? Yeah, definitely keep it in mind. Let me just plug this in. All right, let's do another number war. So pick a number from 1 to 100. The first one, the first comment that I see. Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, really. I don't know. You know what?
Can't.
Hmm? Daddy,
Yeah,
did you see this already?
I just saw that.
You did? I'm gonna scroll back and see.
Oh, right there.
Oh, Paula Lopez, you won at 15. Paula Lopez, congratulations. Congratulations, Paula. Ooh, God, sorry, guys. Oh, yes. 88% at 4:48 on January 4th. Love it. Okay, Paula, congratulations. Let me just put this up. Love it. All right, Paula. Did Paula comment? Yay, she said woohoo. Okay. Let's see what happens. Ooh, Scorpy is growling. It's growling at people. Not at me, because I'm a kitty. I'm not a people, I'm a kitty. Okay. Here we go, Paula. I think I'm going to teach myself how to shuffle better. Hello, Benjamin. All right, here we go. Ooh. Okay, this is a very intense phase of your journey. Paula, what sign are you? Oh, are you a Scorpio? Card number 18, Spirals of Manifestation. You've been going through a process and it's really wearing you down at this point. It's really like, have you been going through work stuff since the summer? I wish I had my old memory. My old memory was fucking photographic. I could remember things with like such precise detail. Now I don't. Did I eat today? One time I was going to go to use the bathroom, right? I was going to go potty. I had my pants half pulled down. This is a little bit TMI, but I had my pants half pulled down. And before I sat down, my little one busts into the bathroom. He's like asking me these questions. I'm like, dude, bro, like I'm half pulled down. I go, oh, sorry, mommy. And then he leaves the bathroom. And because he interrupted my thought process, I thought I already peed. I pulled my pants back up, left the bathroom. And then like 2 minutes later, I'm like, Dad, I gotta pee again. And I didn't realize I hadn't peed. There you go. So, Paula, this is really frustrating you. And so it seems like you're getting ready to jump to the next level. It seems like you've taken enough, like as much as you're willing to take for this process, and you're going to be jumping to the next level of your spiritual development. Card number 33, Heaven Sent. This is going to happen organically. I don't feel like this is something that is going to be because of a session, because of some sort of practice, because of some sort of ritual, mass, prayer. I think this is, you're just going to wake up one day and things are going to click and you're going to be like, you know what? I get it. I get it. And this is going to be beautiful because once it clicks, which you're like on the cusp of it. Card number 24, new birth, guarded vigilantly. You're just, everything in life is just going to kind of make sense. And you're going to allow yourself to move forward. I think this is the point where, the whole work thing, I don't even remember what the work thing actually is. If we're going to be honest, I just heard Michael say, remember the work. That's why I asked you that. I don't remember the reading. So whatever it is that's going on, it's something that's definitely really intense and it's about to change your entire life. So is that what you're hoping for? Are you trying to quit your job? Are you trying to find different employment? Because it feels like, I think by May, I think things are going to be very different for you. Very, very different. I'm not sure why. I do feel like it's going to involve quite a bit of stress and then just a release. And as you release, like you give in, everything starts to flow. I think what's really stopping or causing this process to be more complicated and drawn out than it really needs to be is your hesitation to move forward from it. You're wanting to move. I don't know, whatever it is, it's like you're hesitant. I feel a hesitance within you, almost like a fear of the unknown. So you're dragging your feet for it. But definitely, I think by May, things are going to be different. Okay. I definitely feel like things are going to be different. All right, guys, let's do one more Claire Tarot number one. All right. I don't know where to choose.
Okay.
All right. That's not it. Oh, there we go. There we go. The numbers are going crazy good. Do you see it anywhere?
Not yet.
No, that wasn't it.
No.
Is yours going slower than mine and that's why you're able to see it?
I'm putting my finger on it. So I can slow it down.
Is that kind of like cheating?
No. How is it cheating?
Because you're slowing it down.
I'm not the one in the race here.
Well, I'm not the one, baby. I'm not the one.
Man, no one's guessed it yet.
Because you're the one.
Ooh,
Dun,
very
dun,
close
dun,
one.
dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm.
So close.
You the one.
Oh, so close.
You keep saying so close. I don't even know what you're saying so close
It's
to.
so close. Everybody's bypassing it.
Don't give hints.
How? When they don't even know what number I'm talking
I saw it. I saw it.
No, you
Stop.
You didn't see it?
No, I did. I believe it was Jenny Hofalina. I saw it. Don't play with me. I saw it. Wait. It's Lizzie Paradise. Close enough. Lizzie Paradise. She won at 61. Lizzie Paradise.
I didn't see that.
I saw it. Mm-hmm. You think you could slide through without me noticing? Oh shit, it was Jenny Hofelina. Well, I passed her. Above her was Lizzie. All right, Lizzie Paradise. So what we'll do, because I did see Jenny Hofelina's first, but then I also, when I went to do it, I saw Lizzie. So I'll do both of you. This one time, I'll do both of you, okay? So Lizzie, let's do you first. All right. Why a man great till he gotta be great? I love that song. All right, let's see. Hi, Eva. Okay, guys. All right, let's do this. Okay. Ooh. Okay, girl. Are you dealing with a narcissist? This is for Lizzie. Lizzie, are you dealing with a narcissist? Are you in a relationship that's kind of like floundering? I'm getting card number 34, in the world, not of this world. Your higher self is reminding you of how amazing you are. The feeling that I immediately got was there is someone in your life that has been going out of their way to really mess with your head, mess with your perception of yourself. And they do it in such a way where they get you to think, to question yourself without telling you to question yourself, you know? So the feeling is it's a very manipulative type of person. Card number 42, the word wants to be written. You don't speak up enough. There's this feeling that you just want to keep the peace. So unless it's something really, really bad and you have such a high tolerance for people's BS, you have a tendency to kind of just allow yourself to hurt to avoid any type of, quote unquote, unnecessary conflict. Well, here's the thing, your higher self doesn't want you to be doing that anymore. All right. Your higher self wants you to speak up, to let people know when they're out of line, to let people know when they need to treat you better. Yeah, you're just hella chill. Your energy is very similar to Jenny Hofelina, like just very chill. But I mean, you're not necessarily a pushover either, though. If they take it far too far, I mean, you lay the smack down. But they've been taking it right to the edge, it seems, and then backing away before it forces you to respond. So they're testing boundaries for real. Card number 1, bring it into form. It feels like you need to identify whoever this is. This person is very manipulative, okay? And you probably need to walk away from your it's almost like you're more committed to not hurting their feelings than you are to saving your own. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, you wouldn't hesitate to allow yourself to kind of have your feelings hurt over someone else's feelings being hurt, and they're absolutely taking advantage of this. So your higher self is asking you to no longer allow these distractions in your life. You have to get to a point where you recognize you're every bit a priority as you make other people a priority for yourself. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Lizzie. Jenny, let us see. Yeah, I don't feel like you're a total pushover. I think for certain people, though, generally speaking, I don't think you're going to just let anybody walk all over you. But for certain people who you have some sense of loyalty to, you have a tendency to allow it to get to the realm of kind of pushing you a little too much. But again, it says not a pushover. Okay, so Jenny Hofelina. You're welcome, Lizzie. All right, one more. Oh, girl. Girl, shit. Um, you're going to the PI, right? Hold on. When is monsoon season, Philippines? Okay, June till October. So it shouldn't be monsoon season right now. Okay. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Um, it feels like you're going to be caught in a tropical storm while you're there. Um, it feels like you're going to be caught in a tropical storm while you were there. Something that's really going to challenge your ability to trust in your soul to keep you safe. I don't feel like true harm is actually going to come to you, but I feel like it's going to be something that's very um, it's going to be an experience. It's definitely going to be an experience. It's going to challenge your ability to remain calm. Okay. So I get this because card number 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. So I look at this, and this has never represented any kind of storm or rain or anything. But as soon as I saw this for you, the feeling was like the really intense rain, because I have been in the Philippines when it was rain season, and that rain were goblets falling from the sky. They were huge drops, and that's kind of the sense that I was getting. And I was like, well, maybe I was just misunderstanding that. um but at the same time, it's this sense that that kind of scary, um questionable circumstance, and again, I don't feel like you're going to actually be in danger, but that trauma of not knowing is going to initiate frequency accretion. It feels like you're going to level up while you're in the Philippines. That's why you have to go to the Philippines. And then I was like, well, maybe, I mean, that's kind of silly. Maybe it's not rain. Well, shit, girl. After the storm. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe it is, or maybe it's not. Let's see. So you're going to walk away from that circumstance completely fine, completely fine. Uh, yeah, no, I think somewhere, wherever it is that you go, um, oh shit. Oh, is your whole family going with you? The whole family's going, yeah? Or is it, well, I mean, realistically, Filipinos, when we go visit the Philippines, we're really never left alone, especially if you have relatives there, they never leave your ass alone, ever. They would tell me, like, you're gonna get kidnapped. Why would you say that to me? How am I gonna enjoy my trip if you're telling me I'm gonna get kidnapped? Your kids aren't going with you though, right? Your mom, your hubby, and your brother. Okay. Um, are you the smallest one in that group? Let me tell you. So they kept telling me I was gonna get kidnapped, and I was like, you guys are so full of shit. And then we were at a mall that's like an hour away from my mom's village. And I was coming out of the bathroom stall, and some lady goes, oh, she puts her hands up like this and blocks the hallway. Oh, you're Myrna's daughter. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna kidnap me. Oh my God. I got really scared for real because she blocked me off, and she pulled me to the corner, and I was the only one in the bathroom. I was like, this is it. This is how it goes down. She's going with friend, but she'll meet up. I see you. I don't know if it's you. Does your mom look very young? Like she could be your sister? Because there's something with a female that's it's a female. It's a female around your size. Did you lose weight? Like, did your cheeks get um a little bit more lean? She said, "I wish." She doesn't look 70. I don't know, I just see a female and, it's a lot of conflict going on. I don't know that it's conflict between you and them. It might have to do with, like, trying to evacuate an area. I don't think you're gonna get hurt. I think you're just gonna be like, "This is the craziest experience ever." But it's gonna spark trauma-induced secretion. So card number 35, conscious connections. Um, this is you, okay? Have you visited the Philippines before? Like, how Americanized are you? Because if you're very Americanized, I think you're very Americanized. I'm sorry if that offends you. Um, Girl, they're not like that in the Philippines. They're not. Okay, like over 30 years ago. Okay, girl, let me just give you a little let me give you a little tip. Um, I'm sure you know. They definitely someone will try and take advantage of you. They'll see that you wear your heart on your sleeve, and they'll try and take advantage of you. Are you fluent in the language? Because although I don't have like a thick Filipino accent, Tagalog is my native tongue. And you get me mad enough, we go toe to toe in Tagalog. I be sounding local, okay? Shit. But don't if you're going shopping, which I'm sure you already know, if you're going shopping, don't say a word. Someone, I don't know why I keep feeling this. Someone is going to try and take advantage of you. Like, I don't know if they're going to snatch your purse or, girl, you sure you want to go? Are you sure you're gonna yeah, it feels like there's gonna be drama, but nothing really bad happens to you. It's more of trying to get you to come out of your shell and be a little bit more like siga. You know what I'm saying? You know what siga means? A little bit more like my mom used to call me siga. It's I guess the English loose translation would be a bully. You gotta need to let your inner bully out a little bit while you're there. Okay. So just be ready for that. Like Lizzie, you're chill. You're really, really chill. But when people take you to the wrong place, no, they're gonna see a whole nother side of you. So just make sure you give yourself permission to show that other side when you feel it's necessary. Okay. And if you do, don't feel bad about it because they forced you. You basically were pressured to show that side of yourself. But I do sense that one of the locations that you go to, are you planning to go near a mountain? Are you going to an actual province or are you going to stay in Manila? Because I see what looks kind of like, you're not going to Palawan, are you? Or is that Palawan or is that Boracay? I think it's Palawan. Um, Whichever one, there it seems like a mountainous ridge. It's not all mountains, but it seems like you see it kind of nearby. Um, you're going to a province. Oh, you're going to Iloilo? My sister's from Iloilo. Um, uh, oh shit. Okay. You might meet some Lemurians there. You might meet some Lemurians there. Um, I totally didn't remember this until right now. So last year, someone had told me about how there's talk about how some native Filipino tribes have blonde hair, naturally blonde hair, and it's rumored that they are from they commingled with Lemurians. And then I just remembered my sister-in-law had told me a long, long time ago, and I was like, "This girl is so full of shit." I thought that. It was like, I don't know, 20 years ago. I thought that. I was like, "You're just so full of shit." She was like, "Yeah, in her village, some people are blonde." And I was like, "You mean like white people?" And she goes, "No, they look like Igorot, but they're blonde." And I was like, "You're so full of shit." So you definitely might meet someone very, very interesting while you're in Iloilo. And that might be what triggers this awakening thing. It might be. It might be. Okay. So I hope you have an amazing trip though. I really do. I really, really do. So let's see. Um, hey Scotty. Let's see. Oh no. Am I still live? This is just. Give me 1 second, guys. Is it stuck? Okay, you see me typing? Okay. So the comments just died for me. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. So let's go ahead and try and pop this back in. I can't. This is just utter bushery. It's utter bushery, okay? Bushery. Here we go. Let's get started with the expedites. Let me just see where the expedites start. All right, Catherine Garland. Catherine Garland. So the quantum. Okay. Okay. Let me just get your timestamp. I'll do those things for you. Timestamp is 42 minutes. Okay, Catherine? 42 minutes flat. So let's go ahead and do your Claire Tarot first, and then I'll do your other energy readings. Thank you, Scarpy. Let's go. Let's see. Ooh. See, this it's looking like this is a very common theme today. So here goes, okay? Card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Catherine, you already know that you have had some things swirling around you for some time now, trying to challenge you, trying to derail your progress. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You have progressed far enough that you're not going back to square one. Okay. As long as you don't agree to it, you are not going back to square one. So what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to pull all your energy back to you, which is perfect that you chose a soul retrieval. We're going to gather all your shards, bring them back to you. All right. Ooh, girl. I heard that thing right outside of your field. Have you been hearing it lately? Something outside of your field? It just like growled at me, and then I heard my higher self in my own head. I wish you would. Girl. I'm gonna take my damn slipper off. And my ass kicking slipper. This is my ass kicking slipper. I'm slap you with my chunkla. I'm just saying. We take that off. I smack it for you. My higher self was all riled up. I'm telling you. Card number 34, in the world, not of the world. All of this is happening. All of this is happening to remind you that you are in this world, but you are not of this world. You have so many abilities that are being activated by its continued presence. I don't necessarily feel like it's inside your field. It feels more like it's still outside trying to pester around back here. Okay. So just make sure that you consistently remind yourself to defend to the end the worthwhile. You are worthwhile. Your higher self needs you to believe this with zero doubt, zero questioning. You don't have to understand what makes you worthwhile. Just know that you are. All right. Know that you are. So, girl, my higher self is calling in Archai. It's about to get its ass kicked. Not by me. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just going to be over here doing the energy portion. Hold that. So, Catherine, I want you to breathe very deep and very slow. They're already fighting. I'm done fighting. I don't want to fight with nothing today. Today, I'm just going to be like a feminine empress in her bath, unbothered. I'm just going to be unbothered. Uh, right, Eva, here we go. But I'm not going to be a part of that. He can handle himself. Let's see. All right. Let me just get some musica. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Breathe very deep and very slow. You might feel a suction between your solar plexus and your heart chakra, okay? I'm calling back all your parts. You might get very hot, okay? Catherine, I'm pulling you out of the matrix, okay? Initiating climb. Exiting matrix. Climbing. Jumping. 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 Breathe. Entering Akasha. Free fall. Entering matrix. Anchoring you. Breathe. How do you feel? Is something wrong with the Wi-Fi?
A little weird.
Yay, she's giggly. So we did pull back all of your shards. There was, it's a chunk of your coding that it was after. This chunk is why it keeps coming back to you. I don't know what it wants with a chunk. You have the chunk back. It had fractionated it, and you had one half, it had the other half. This is not your twin. Okay. I want to make that very clear. This is not your twin. But they wanted the other half. It's almost like a medallion. It's almost like kind of like this size. And it glows. It glows. So definitely it's probably going to continue to pester you. Okay. But the two halves have been put back together and it's been hidden by. Are you aware that you have what the heck would I call it? Like a Devic clone. It's almost like an android, but it looks like it comes from the Devic realm. It's not made, it's not a living thing. Like it's not like you or I or like a fairy or whatever. It's more of like a machine, but it looks humanoid, and it's very very small. It's been instructed by your higher self to hide it somewhere in your field. I didn't want to know where it was, but it definitely you have a lot of assistance on your end, and that little thing it has its own what looks almost like an android dragon that it rides on, like a little one. So it has the ability to move very quickly through your auric field, but you still have to, have all your precautions and continue doing your internal work. But you're not alone in this. You have help. You literally have help. And they're not the only things. Predator looking, do you mean the thing that keeps coming back? Hi, Shaman Renee. The thing that keeps coming back, it does kind of. Are you talking about the Predator movie? The one that had Arnold Schwarzenegger. What the hell was that? Schwarzenegger. Okay, I don't know what the fuck did that come from. Applesauce, pork chops, and applesauce.
Well.
Because you keep saying that kind of crap to me.
Well.
Yes, that's what I see outside of your field. It's not in your field though. Have you seen it inside your field? Did she comment? My thing keeps.
Who? Catherine?
Yeah, my is that from the Brady Bunch?
It is. It's when Peter said that.
Now I see it.
It's the best part.
No, it's not you. It's not you. It's trying to convince you that it's a part of you and you should let it in, but it's not you. Yes, like a mirror. It's trying to convince you. It's a program that it runs on its outside cloak. It tried to convince me that it was me too. I was like, fuck out of here. You ain't me, bro. But no, it's not you. It's not you. Don't believe that. Okay. Let us see. You feel okay though? Do you feel dizzy at all? You feel all right? Can you remind me to get more lashes?
The what?
Get more lashes.
Yeah. Says, okay, thank you. I'm good.
All right. See, like I don't even see that comment.
I'm good. I'm good.
It's all good. Yep. All GWOD good. All right. Nicole Plant. What's that?
Well, so you can see it.
Oh, no, it's okay. It just take a while.
Alright.
It take a while. Kumusta? Well, thank you, Louise. Let's see. All right, Nicole. So I've been double stacking lashes, so I'm all out. It doesn't help that I only use them once, and then I leave them scattered all over the house. The house could totally be spotless, and then you go and sit somewhere, and suddenly there's a hairy looking caterpillar. It is my lashes because I just take it off and put it wherever. It's gross. I know. Let's find a song. Okay. Breathe very deep and slow. Daddy, can you please check on Joy? How do you feel? Did you check on Joy? Can you call her up here? Hi, Binks. All right. Do you have any dizziness? Danielle, you can go ahead and purchase an expedite from the link that my mod commented. Okay, perfect, Nicole. Let's see. All right. Drink a little bit more water if you can, okay? What a joy. What you looking for me? What you looking for me? You okay? You okay? Yeah. All right. You're okay. Now I'll kiss you. There you go. All right. Sorry. Got her hair all over my mouth. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Next we have Laura Selby. Mm. Mm. Effing joy. I remember when Bam used to do that all the time. My little guy, when he was a baby, all day, like spit all over his face. I was like, "Ooh, aren't you cute?" All right. Hi, Laura. Okay, so let me just mark this, okay? Breathe very deep and very slow. There we go. Someone had asked how I work energy. I actually teach classes. This is my own energetic system. It wasn't something that I was taught. It's something I just was born knowing how to do. And if you'd like to learn it, you can definitely join my classes. It's called Kokoro 33. You can find it on my website, emmieevolving.com. Okay. Okay. Laura, breathe deep and slow. Laura, breathe. How do you feel? Hey, Daddy. Can you go in my candle bin? It's in the stockroom. It's in that gray bin. It's a pillar candle. It's on the bottom level shelf towards your right. No, the shelf, the very bottom level of that shelf. The bin of candles. Can you get me one of the pillars? I don't need the whole bin. Yeah. hmm Can you also get me that brown dropper bottle?
What?
The brown dropper bottle. Yay! She's feeling tingly and chills. Awesome. Give me 1 second, okay? Just put this right in there. Go away, bossy demon. Just you can't demand stuff here. That's demonic ass behavior. Wait, no, wrong person. Wrong person. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted that.
What?
Nothing.
All right. So just breathe. There you go. There you go. All right, Laura. Next we have Lisa. Lisa Quinn? Huh?
When?
Quinn. Lisa, are you here?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Let's get with your etheric wing workup. I don't gather details about the soul retrieval. That's usually reserved for the private session where I do the past life memory retrieval and soul convergence. Did it freeze? Sorry. All right. Lisa is here. Go back. Just a little further. Okay. Here it goes. I'm excited too. If you're excited, I'm excited. I don't need much reason to get excited. Just the fact that you're excited makes me excited. I'm not even joking. Lisa, I want you to see the very tips of your wings. Point them all the way up. You might feel pressure in your cranial space. You might feel a sharp pain on the two tops of your temples. You might feel your hands get real tingly. And your feet, oh my God. There's just so many dragons. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. How do you feel? I love that. I like really love that. Lips are so dry. They were almost out. It looked like they got just like stuck just beneath the surface and it kept stretching the skin, but it could pop through. Um, how do your hands and feet feel? Do they feel a little bit bigger, like kind of swollen? And I guess you could say like just more mass?
No, not really. My hand was twitching a bit.
So I don't know if maybe it's just because this didn't look like it was new to you. It totally didn't look like it was new to you. It was new for me to see it. Definitely impressive. So the wings that came out, they look like dragon wings. And then suddenly a whole bunch of dragons, all different sizes, came and was just swirling all around us. I don't know if you could see or feel that. But next thing you know, when I looked at you, your hands became dragon claws. I was like, whoa. Are those gloves or are those like legit your hands? And then next thing you know, I was like, whoa, your feet look like dragon feet. So it was very impressive. I must say it was very, very impressive. And then you suddenly you had gotten dragon armor before, right? Well, I'm assuming you did. If you haven't gotten dragon armor before, like from me, you had dragon armor on already. Next thing you know, that dragon armor that you already had on upgraded to some golden type. It looked like dragon scales, but gold. I could tell it was armor. So it was beautiful, beautiful. What are you turning into? Ah, you did. Girl, it looks like it's almost this sense. You definitely felt like a dragon rider to me, but it felt like you were merging to the point where you and whatever dragon you ride are becoming one being. It's you know that movie Avatar, with like the aliens on the other planet and how they connect with the what do they ride? Like pterodactyl type thingies, right? The flying thingies. And they become like synergistic, like bonded in some way because they're connected. It's kind of like that. Um, it's almost as though this feeling that um, your energy and the dragon's energy are merging on the hands and feet. So if you needed um, to defend yourself, you could do so with more than just your capability, but also with like dragon capability. It's pretty badass. That's all I gotta say. It's pretty badass. I'm over here like, I still just got my dinky ass little sword. I ain't got no, I ain't got no armor. I don't even have a shield. um, Honestly, it kind of looks like you're almost a dragon already. Almost. This area of you is not quite dragon type yet. It looks like it's almost this sense of you still need to communicate and love in a human way for now, because the way a dragon loves can be much more firm um, than human love, like more of tough love when it needs to be. And I think you're not ready for that yet. But yeah, no, it looks like you're morphing into dragon. It really does. I should show you something later on. I'll show you something later on if I remember. Remind me. So you guys, okay, Melissa Bernard.
Yeah, let me turn off the link.
Um, yeah, I do. I was gonna turn it off, but I didn't tell anyone. Yeah, please do. Melissa, oh, she's here. I love what you wrote. I repeat, you are needed at your origin. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. Let's see what that's about. All right. Hi, Norseman. You're welcome, Lisa. Oh, Lisa. Can you please message my business page on Facebook right now? I have to tell you a detail that I was just told right now. Um, I'm gonna forget it. Can you message my business page? Because I'm not allowed, the business pages on Facebook are not allowed to message out unless you've received a message. You can't solicit people. Oh, well, I'm not trying to solicit you. Please message my page. Oh, girl. Melissa. So these cards came up. These are the denser aspects of you. Okay. These are the aspects that come from the shadows deep in your heart's trenches. And the thing about this is that you're needing to like really look it in the eyes at this point. I don't think you're avoiding it. I think up until now, um, you haven't, you hadn't, um, I guess, matured mentally and emotionally enough. Not that you're immature, but you needed certain life circumstance to happen, certain frustrations with, I guess, failed wish fulfillment. I don't know how else I would put that. Like disappointments, certain types of disappointments. It's almost as though your higher self had been testing you, um, causing all sorts of different forms of disappointment just to test if you would react by having like a tantrum or shutting down or giving up on your journey. And I think you've reached a point where she's confident that you are ready to face. Ooh. um, I don't know what this is, but I just heard Kraken. 97% at 5:55. I just heard Kraken. Your inner Kraken. Releasing your inner Kraken. What is this about? Seeing it jump by tenfold. Card number 29, card number 39. I don't know what inner Kraken is. Card number 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. So something is rising. It's rising from deep within you. It's trying to meet up with the higher levels of consciousness that you've already activated because you've made a tremendous amount of progress. Yes, it's this sense of unleash the beast, but I don't know what beast that is. Makes me a little nervous. I don't know. I don't know. Let me get a couple more cards because I really want to understand this. My shuffling sucks so bad. One more. Mhm. This was something that was bound within you. This was something that is being called back to you. It's something that is of the masculine energy. It was bound, it was knotted up. Wow. I don't know if you're starting to feel tingly. This is what we're bringing up. Okay, this is what we're bringing up from because you have a soul retrieval, right? So, soul retrieval, deep soul healing with a goddess, the brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Your feminine is about to take a massive leap forward. Not that you aren't a feminine, not that you aren't feminine, but there's going to be an uptick in both the masculine and the feminine energy. This is going to come from the pit of you, and it's going to cause energetic stabilization. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta record something. Sorry. All right, I'm back. Listen to that at your leisure, okay? Um, listen to that at your leisure. Girl, that's a big like, what? Oh, hold on. Okay, put that back. Put these back. Set it back, 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 back. Back, 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 back. All right. Okay. Is your head feeling okay? Uh, let's go ahead and begin. Breathe very deep and very slow. Breathe very deep and slow. I'm being given clearance to bring you in through the tube of light, bring you all the way to the beginning, initiating travel. Frey, take the candle. Melissa, we're about to enter the abyss. Don't look anything in the eyes while we're in the abyss, okay? We're looking for a piece of you that's missing. I'm not allowed to take this piece. I'm not allowed to touch it. So I have to bring you into the abyss with me. You might feel movement. Focus on finding your piece. Whatever approaches us, I'll take care of it. Look for it. Call it to you. It'll start glowing. The abyss is pitch black. Look for where the light is coming from. You're getting close to it. I'm turning the abyss upside down. It's coming to you already. Put out your left hand. Pull it into your arc. I'm going to collapse the abyss, okay? Breathe. As soon as I collapse it, we get sucked through the tube. You might get close to vomiting, okay? Breathe. How do you feel? How do you like the tube? Right? Like a Technicolor rave roller coaster. That tube always makes me feel nauseous. So, um, the shards, uh, sorry, the shards are integrating. Yeah, you definitely will feel it in your head. So it integrated first into your arc to be expanded. It had been compressed tremendously. And then take a journal and start writing things down or audio recording. Record all of it. You can record it in your phone. You could, whatever, just document as much of it as you can because you're going to need it later on. This information is going to just flash, 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 flash. And if you don't record it now, you're not going to remember most of it. And I think you need a good portion of this to be somewhat intelligible because later on there's going to be a massive download um, that's going to occur. And you need this in order to make sense of that massive download later. Okay? So try not to get up though. It's pretty much integrated, but you're going to be surging quite a bit of energy. Um, the kind of coding that had to be utilized to bring you to the abyss, it your system is being forced to process energy and information at the rate and intensity that my system does. And it took me many years to um, build a tolerance to it. So it might be overwhelming. Okay. So just make sure you stay seated, at least for a little bit. If you feel the need, you know how to pull my higher self. She'll come help. Okay. I don't feel like anything will attack you, but if it gets overwhelming, she'll absorb much of the information and energy and allow it to filter through her. So it's kind of slowed down a little bit. So it's not as difficult for you. I think you can handle it though. I definitely feel like you can handle it. Let's see. Did you already close the link?
Mm-hmm.
Can you move that candle? Because I don't want you to get burned. You're just far too handsome.
Right.
Don't blow it out. But you notice how high that flame is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Norseman. You're welcome, Melissa. You did return to the point of origin. Holy shit. The abyss is the mother's womb. That's literally the point of origin. Wow. Wow. Very interesting. All right, Naylene. Naylene, are you here? Well, girl, you was being funny, but your higher self wasn't. Your higher self wasn't joking. She's literal. I think she got some Asperger's. I have some Asperger's too. I'm not joking. I do.
Maybe it's
Is she here?
Mhm.
Okay, hold on. But I tangled my freaking headphones for some reason. All right. Hi, Naylene. Let me just, I need to chillax because when I am exposed to the abyss, I get a little bit aggressive and I need to calm myself down. It's always a freaking fight in the abyss. I'm just like, why can't we all just get along? But if you want some, I'll give you some. Hey, Daddy,
Yeah.
can you oh, it's right here. Never mind. Never mind. So, let me mark Naylene. Naylene, is this is for you, right?
What?
I'm talking to Naylene.
Yes, it's for her.
Huh?
Yes, it's for her.
It's for her. Okay. Breathe very deep and very slow. You might start to feel pulsating in your forehead. I'm going to enter through your third eye. You might begin to feel some pressure within your cranial space, a sensation of expansion within your cranial space. It might begin to feel as though your head is being filled with energy. Eyes fire at the base of your skull, down your spine. Nailene, if you could put both your hands out in front of you, palms facing me. Your higher self is asking for a healing hands activation to be given to you. Breathe. How do you feel?
She's good.
So we went ahead and did the DNA activation, the advanced strand activation, and then your higher self requested um, Your higher self requested the healing hands activation as well. I assume this is because you're still helping your brother. So with the healing hands activation, it's activating pathways within your hands that have gone dormant so that you can harness more energy to better assist him in his healing process. Okay. So, let's see. Um, Jenny Hofelina. Jenny, are you here? Ah, for the hubby, for the hubby. Um, you're welcome, Nailene. I'm good.
She is. Oh, they're both.
They're both here?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. I think we probably need some I think we need some Dre Day. We're gonna listen to Dr. Dre for you.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Mm, breathe. You might start to feel as though someone is standing behind you, okay? Those are your wings. Breathe. I want you to move your wings around. See them stretching out all the way. Shake them out, move them. All right. See the very tips of your wings, point them all the way up. We're going to call down God seed energy. You might suddenly feel as though someone's put a hat on your head. That's not a hat, that's your crown. All right, how do you feel? I love me some Dr. Dre. Yeah, you might need them to fly away. You definitely might need them in the PI. Nah, you guys are gonna be perfectly fine in the Philippines, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a very interesting experience for all of you. Just very interesting. One where, um, your ability to explain away the things that you experience as coincidence, you won't be able to explain it as coincidence. Awesome! You guys have a very safe trip while you're out there. Um, Cherifer drops. I know it's too late for me. It's too late for me. I'm not gonna grow anymore. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, at least it won't be boring. Seriously. If you see it that way, um, it's not gonna bother you, you know? It's just gonna be like, oh shoot, it's really happening this way. But it's not gonna bother you. You're there for adventure anyway, right? You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't mark. Okay. I thought I did. All righty. Do 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 do. Okay, Olga Clifton. Olga Clifton. Are you here?
Yes.
All right. So to answer your Claire Tarot question, let's go ahead and mark this. Hello, Olga. Hello. Welcome to Movie Phone. Did you used to call popcorn?
Yeah.
You know what I used to do?
Mm.
Because they were so strict, people weren't allowed to call me. So I would call popcorn and stay on the phone with popcorn and wait for the other line to ring.
Click.
Yeah, and I'd click over so the phone wouldn't ring at night. No, I wasn't talking to boys. They were my girlfriends. No one was allowed to call the house. Well, no, they were allowed to call the house, but it just was not friendly. It wasn't friendly. All right, Olga. Olga. Oh. Um, is is Olga the one that purchased the candles?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Um, I will just um all right, Olga. It seems as though your higher self wants you to have this message. I know you've already made your decision on things. I completely respect that, but this is the message. Card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. You have a lot of really intense, dark parasitic energies around you. This is not about someone else. This is around you, affecting you directly. You are the, I guess you could say, the target. Um, it's very hard to, unless you're familiar with this process, because draconian energy or presence, they're very good at manipulation and twisting the way you perceive things. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying they're very good at distorting how things are and how you perceive them to be. So basically, what's going on, it's like you're being surrounded by a false type of light. This to me usually will mean that you're calling your energy back, but in this case, this is a false light. It's to blind you. Look at how it's so bright, you're not able to actually see what's going on. Okay. So this is your higher self letting you know you're not actually seeing what's truly going on. There is coding that is swirling in your field that is just, it's not beneficial for you. But if you need to experience it, I'm not going to interfere or try and convince you otherwise. Um, for this one, it's almost this sense. I don't know if something like this has happened before where you put your trust in someone and it turns out that you shouldn't have put your trust in it. Um, but it's this sense, because this card usually means something else for me. It means that you need to allow yourself to receive. You haven't been living in balance. You help other people, but you won't let other people help you. But in this instance, the energy that I feel from this card is your wisdom is looking straight at you without blinking. Like, how are you going to allow this to happen to you again? I don't know what is being referenced with the how are you going to allow this to happen to you again, but it seems like this is something that's happened before. You've been accessed in this way before, and that might actually be what caused whatever energetic circumstance in the first place. Now, your higher self is also saying you have to have a big, bold vision. You have to be able to see beyond what you're willing to see. Okay. So the sense that I'm getting, because you asked a very different question for your Claire Tarot. The sense that I'm getting is your higher self is basically letting you know the abundance that's rightfully yours, like the shift in jobs and things like that. All of that is going to be greatly affected so long as you have a distortion within your field. That's what this whole circumstance is, a distortion. That's why you're not able to see clearly, because the waters are continuously being agitated by the coding that is being used to give you the impression that you're healing. Um, and it's just like, if you have a glass of water, if you let it sit still, you'll be able to see clearly through it. But if you leave it on a surface that keeps vibrating, disharmonic energy will have a certain type of vibration. It's a high vibration. What ends up happening is you can't see clearly. See, there's and this is a draconian teaching as well. Okay. This is a draconian lie that so many people partake in. The draconian teaching is cloaked as a spiritual truth, and it's not. What they teach is you have to raise your vibration. When you raise your vibration, it affects the oscillation rate. It's directly tied to the level of frequency. A high vibration equals a low frequency. It makes you more dense, more magnetic, pull everything closer to you magnetic. Now, if you lower the vibration and raise the frequency, it makes you more electric. You spin at a rate that allows you to expand. You want a higher frequency because your dimensional level of consciousness is tied to the frequency level, not the vibration. So the higher the vibration, the lower your ability to understand what's actually going on. No, it's not yet time. No, you're not going to. You're not going to have a change for the better for your work circumstance. All right. So I hope that helps. Let's see. So Louise Elsezi. Did I say that right? Louise Elsezi. You're welcome, Olga.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's intense.
No.
How do you say it? I don't want to just butcher it, girl. It's not cool.
Sexy.
El sexy girl. I'm just saying. Oh, I just said that because my husband wanted me to. Okay. Girl, you is sexy. Oh, that's sexual harassment. Let me stop. You know, I'm a true Pisces. I'll flirt with furniture. I'm not trying to get it chewed. I'm sorry. Please don't confuse me. Oh my god, you too. So then we cool. What up, hot stuff? Okay, some people take it wrong, like I'm serious or something. I flirt with furniture. Hey, bed. What's up, pillow? Oh my, I really do. Okay, slippers. Ooh, okay. Mm. Um, this is a very sensitive question. This is a very sensitive question. Do you want me to answer this privately?
She said, yeah, definitely.
To for to tell you
Oh,
privately,
she
or
said, no, give it.
are you
She
sure?
give it. She's open.
Okay.
Give it to me.
Are you sure he's still alive? Are you sure he's still alive?
That's what I was wondering.
Okay, I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. Um, I'm hoping I'm wrong. Don't stop looking. Don't stop looking, but I'll tell you what the cards show me. Um, you were looking and looking, and all these other potential people that could have been, they're not. He's caught your attention from above. And he's connected with you intuitively, sending you messages. Card number 33, Heaven Sent. I think the reason you're trying to look for him is either because he's about to transition or he already has. Um, I feel like he might have already had. Oh, gosh. Card number 11, Diving for Light, going deep down in that. Yeah. Let me pull other cards. Let me pull other cards. Oh, shit.
She says she never got to meet him. She suspects he passed. He's impossible to find.
Okay. Oh, man. Um, remember, I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. So you're going to keep looking until you get the confirmation that you need, okay? You're going to keep looking, but these are the cards. All three of these cards kind of just flew out of the deck on their own. As soon as this flew out, it was like I heard I have tissue. Both our hearts. So here's the thing. I was doing an expedite earlier, and as soon as I finished the energy work, I could hear, feel, and smell my mom. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. My mom came around because she brought your dad with her. This card popped out. It's the universe card. As soon as it popped out, I heard a man's voice. And he was just so happy, and he was like, "You have to let her know I'm okay. You have to let her know I'm okay." And I looked at the card, and I knew if I tell you that, looking at your question, if I tell you that's gonna turn your whole universe upside down. And I don't wanna hurt you that way. So the universe card is a message from your father. Um, the universe in reverse means imperfection, failure to complete the task one starts. He's apologizing to you for his imperfection, the decisions that he made that he now sees was just not fair. It wasn't fair to you, and he's very sorry that he didn't have the courage. He didn't have the courage um, to believe in himself enough to be a part of your life. So that's the first card. Success, advantage, well being, abundance, good health, difficulties surmounted. There's a potentiality. Again, I could be wrong. I could totally be misreading this. There's a potentiality that you need to keep looking for him because if he did pass, um, I think he might have left you something, like possibly an inheritance or something, or at the very least a letter. Um, I don't know. Maybe this is me just, wishful, hopeful thinking, um, hoping that you get some kind of closure. But you have to keep looking. It's like there's a piece missing that needs to be given to you. Um, and then we have six of staves in reverse. I think you have a lot of sisters. Let's see. Um, I don't think they have your heart. Um, I don't. You used to send him letters. Um, I don't think if you have siblings from him, I don't think they have the kind of heart, compassion, and grace that you have. Six of staves in reverse is about fear, apprehension, disloyalty, superficial benefit. So I need to pull a few more cards. my mom in life was a very, like, passive woman, and I hear her right now. "No, you tell her to keep looking. Those bitches." She doesn't say bad words. You're not a bad word sayer. She said those bitches. Um, they're females. I don't know if they're your siblings, maybe his wife, because if you look, I mean, it's like, and they might not even be his children. They might be stepchildren. It might be that he left you stuff or something, and they're trying to claim it as theirs. Is that your that's my language too. She used to tell me, "I'm going to slap you if you can catch me." Oh, shit. Okay. Let me just this is your energy right now. King of Swords, an active and determined person, experience, controlled, commanding, highly analytic, justness, force, superiority. You're you're gonna get this done. You're gonna find what you need to find, and you're gonna have the confirmation that you need. Hopefully, he's still there. You know. Um, and your last card, creation, start of an undertaking, fortune, inheritance, birth of a child, beginning of a meaningful experience, an adventure. He's telling you you have an inheritance waiting for you. I don't know how much. I don't know how much. I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it's just his belongings. Um, it could just be his clothes. It could be letters. I don't know what it is. But you have something that he's gifting you. And um, I don't know if he's here anymore. Um, I don't know if he's here. He might not be. The females in question might be females in your life right now already. That's beautiful. You have such a beautiful energy about you, a fearlessness in accepting your truth. That's beautiful. Please do keep me updated with your journey if you feel it's appropriate. If it resonates with you to share, please do share whatever you feel like sharing. Um, all right, let me just blow my nose. No. You're welcome, Louise. All right, let's put these cards back. Oh, God, I do need more. Well, nothing was coming out. I think it's just draining just to mess with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I blew that real hard. Oh my God. Almost popped off my eyelash. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of pressure. Under pressure. Da, 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 da. La da dee da da. Magic carpet. La da dee da da. Okay, Amy Eberhard. Amy, do you have anything specific that you want to ask for your Claire Tarot? Amy, are you here?
She's here.
All right. I'll take your word for it, sir. Oh, okay. So, Amy, when you asked earlier, are you okay? I had smelled my mom. I smelled her all over my clothes and stuff. Okay, anything's good. All right. A crazy life is a lived life. It's a good life. Let's see. Oh, immediately. Do you talk to Michael a lot? Immediately, his energy came through. Um, I'm not talking about the fake Michael that people try and channel, that other groups are trying to blame for all of this fuckery on this earth plane. I'm talking about the real Michael.
Spirit.
Is you talk to a spirit guide? So that energy came through, real intense, real intense. Right now, yeah, you are going through quite a bit. You're living in a monochromatic existence. You've lost all the color, and you're probably feeling as though you're at risk of losing feeling, going numb. Let me see. So, card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. You are worthwhile. You have more than just a spirit guide. You have an entire team. It's an entire team, a team of guardians, and they are absolutely helping you. Okay. Um, you have to start listening to those little nudges to get you to do things. There's times where you do feel and hear the nudges, the guidance, and then you try and convince yourself that it's just, a coincidence, and it's not. Okay, it's not. They very much have been talking to you for some time now, um, and they're trying to prevent um, the prolonging of a resolution for whatever it is you're going through. I don't know what you're going through, but it seems pretty intense. It's taken all the color out of your life. Okay. Um, Card number 10, releasing allegiances. You have to let go. Whatever this is, it is just draining you. Whoever you're dealing with, it's draining you. Your first allegiance has to be to yourself. Notice how you're in monochrome, and then the bangles are what's colored. Some would think like, oh, gold bangles. No, fool's gold. This is like a gilded cage. You have been put in a position where you've had to basically, I guess, play a role, be who you're told to be. And your soul is tired of that. It no longer wants to participate in that program. If you look, her skin is very much cracking. If you look at her shoulder, that's you needing to um, shed this image of who people try and um, say you're supposed to be. You have already been stung quite a few times, and that's fine. You also need to be reminded that when you deal with bees, yes, you can be stung, but yes, you can also harvest honey. Sweetness is just around the corner for you. So, with sweetness just around the corner, you're not going to have any of that sweetness if you stay exactly where you are. You have to get moving. Okay. You have to start walking away from the circumstance that continues to sting you down to your soul. You have to walk away. I don't know if this is ending a relationship or moving or ending a friendship or cutting people out of your life, but whatever that circumstance is, you have to walk away from it. It feels as though um, you keep being pulled back into some kind of circumstance. I don't know if this is an argument that other people are having and they keep trying to pull you in, like, take my side. No, I'm right. Tell them I'm right. I don't, oh shit, you're okay. So then it is okay. Are are lawyers making a mess of things, or is he making a mess of things? You have to walk away from that emotional baggage. Just leave the baggage on the curb and walk. You can always replace whatever's in there. Trust me. If you look at life in that way, the emotional baggage can just be left on the sidewalk. Um, if you think that, oh well, someone might take it, well, that's fine. That's fine. You'll always have more opportunities to create more baggage. So don't be so committed to shackling yourself like one of those briefcases that hold millions of dollars, in those old movies. They have the briefcase with a handcuff attached to it. so that no one can steal the briefcase. Yeah, that emotional baggage, undo the handcuffs. Were you together for 6 years? What is the or Were you together for 6 years? Because there's 6 bangles. It's almost as though, um, 6 is a important number. Ooh, 100% at 6:55. 6 being the number of receiving, 55 being the number of change. Oh, you were married for 23 years. 23. Defend to the end the worthwhile. You are worth it. This entire marriage, you've had to defend yourself. Gosh, girl. Gosh. So it was it was still 6:55. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 being the start of a new journey. Okay. And then 4 plus 1 is 5. You're halfway to the start once you realize it's time to start walking. So you have to start walking away from the things that no longer serve you. Um, the whole and I haven't experienced anything like what you've experienced. So, you know, I kind of feel like I don't really have room to talk, but I do want to share with you if because I do have a lot of girlfriends that share this sentiment when their relationship is ending. They're like, well, that's 27 years that's being wasted. It's not wasted because that's a 27-year lesson. Just because the class is over doesn't mean the learning ends. It's not a waste. It's absolutely not a waste. What's a waste is staying there and continuing perpetuating that lesson, um, just because 27 years have already passed. Well, it's going to be even worse at 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, don't listen to them. Notice how her ears aren't exposed, like she's trying to cover her ears. Notice how her ears aren't exposed. Your guides and guardians, feathers. They're covering your ears. Don't listen to that. You'll regret not fighting. Why? Exactly. The fight isn't worth the additional pain. It's not. It's That's unnecessary struggle. Um, that's ego based. When you fight during a divorce just to prove something, sometimes the fight is necessary. Sometimes it is necessary. Um, Sometimes it's not. And I feel like for you, the fight is he a narcissist? He feels like he's a narcissist, like he's wanting to try and engage you in fighting to prolong this process, to further aggravate you, further control you, further ruin whatever chances you have of being happy. And that's probably why walk away. Remember, gold. Okay, gold bracelets. There's value in that. No, that's a fool's gold. That gold, those riches, whatever they're telling you to fight for, if they're telling you to fight for, material things, for alimony and things like that, um, for some, that very fight is what shackles you to the person. So you have to decide for yourself, is it worth it for you? Or is foregoing the benefit of getting all of that monetary compensation, um, is that a fair price for your sanity? Is that a fair price for accelerating the arrival of your peace of mind? And only really you can decide that. I don't really feel like it's my place to tell you to fight or not fight. Um, I personally feel like for you, it's not really worth the fight, that he wants you to fight so he can continue to engage you in things. Um, and usually the ones who do that, who draw out the very end of something, they tend to be narcissists. They really tend to be narcissists. It's this and oh, it's ugly. I'm being given this like visual. It's like an analogy. Um, And please do let me know if I'm wrong in my interpretation of the energy. But I'm being shown this imagery of like allowing you to basically drown and like die, and then resuscitating you just so he can drown you again. It's like that intense. I don't typically get that type of imagery or feeling when people are ending relationships. There's a lot of hurt, misunderstandings, things like that. But this seems like it's on a whole nother level, you know? Um, so I hope that helps you, Amy. I'm really sorry that you're going through um, this type of struggle. But if it is resonating with you, that it does kind of feel like, his type of energy, vindictiveness, then it isn't worth it. It isn't worth the fight. It really, really isn't worth the fight. Okay. So, and you have a really good head on your shoulders. Um, it feels like you're very heavily protected with this. And this is probably why you're more at ease, just, trying to walk away and be like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And the people that are telling you to fight, um, that comes more from them feeling like you've been taken advantage of too much, that you've been too nice. And, that's just who you are. You're just a nice, loving person. You're patient, you're giving. You're not one that punishes other people. And they're encouraging you to fight because they want you to walk away with something. To them it's like it's not fair if he got away with everything, and he didn't, because when you walk away, you have you were the ultimate prize, and you kept you. So just see it that way, okay? All right. um I feel like you're going to have a really happy future. I totally feel like you're, and this is, he wants you to continue to engage in exchanges, like fighting over this, fighting over that, like the whole tit for tat type thing, because he knows once you're completely done with this, you're going to recognize how horrible it was being with him. You're going to have a fresh set of eyes. You're going to experience life in a new way. And he can't stand that. He just can't stand that. So I definitely feel like you're going to be very happy soon. Um, Happy in another relationship. I think that someone will catch your attention, or you'll catch someone's attention. They'll be interested. And I think what's going to end up happening is you're going to choose to kind of just feel yourself for a little bit. Just kind of feel, how it feels to just be free and not have to answer to anyone, and, just experience life on your own for a little bit. And I feel like that's going to be a choice you make, not that no one else wants you. I feel like that's something you choose for yourself because you enjoy the silence. I don't know if he yelled a lot during the marriage or spoke very sternly to you often, but you need that silence to sort through everything. All right. So Najarian, Linda Najarian. Linda, are you here? Sandra, you can go to my website and get a private session, or you can join me tomorrow. I go live again tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Jazzy. You're welcome, Amy. Did Linda comment?
Yes, she just did.
Where?
She just did.
Okay, hi, Linda. Sorry, I'm totally on a delay and on my end. So let's see. So Linda has a buy. What would you like scanned? Is there something in particular you want scanned? And do you want to do a general scan and a general reading? You're welcome, Sandra. Hi, Elsie. Can you tell me what she says? Because I have such a delay on my end.
Linda?
Yes,
She
Linda.
says hi. So excited.
Hi, Linda.
Said, yes, please.
All right, so we'll do that. Okay, let's get you some cards. Ooh, can you remind me to do the three 2Ms tonight? Just one more shuffle. Ooh. So, Linda, you're being given messages from your higher self. Card number 33, Heaven Sent. These are very divine messages. I wouldn't be surprised if you've been having some changes in your sleeping patterns, needing naps when you don't typically need naps, not being able to sleep even though you're super tired. There's a lot of information that's being given directly to your third eye to be processed by your conscious mind. Um, with that, I feel like you're going through an ascension cycle, probably your first major cycle. I think you've been through a couple smaller cycles, but this one is probably your first major. And with your first major ascension cycle, there's a very high tendency for it to feel like some sort of spiritual death, like everything is just going to poop. Um, you constantly feel lethargic, you're very emotional, you feel very raw. People who you thought would always be in your life are suddenly not there, not available. And it's like, why am I so alone? Why is everyone mad at me? How come no one's around? It's because your soul is clearing space for the coding to enter. Okay. Those, and I hate to say this because it seems a little bit harsh, but to be honest, those things that are suddenly missing, things that have disappeared, people, opportunities, things like that, they're not in alignment with your growth. They're distractions. And that's kind of what's going on right now. Card number 37, focus on the light. You have a little bit of a parasitic circumstance. I will scan your auric field to confirm. But as soon as I saw this card, I felt as though there was a parasitic circumstance that keeps trying to cycle over the same drama, like over and over and over, just nonsensical drama. And it doesn't feel like it's something that you're really participating in. It's like you're trying your best to stay out of it, but it keeps trying to drag you back in. Excuse me. And it doesn't lead to your growth. Look at the leaves. They're not green. They're old and dry. They've turned brown. So leave that be. Leave it on the outskirts. They can do that drama on their own, whoever it is, whatever it is. Don't pay it no attention. Acknowledge, like, okay, I see what you're trying to do there. No, I ain't got time for that. All right. And you don't have to say that to them. You can just think it in your mind. No, I ain't got time for that. You have to focus on the light. And what is the light? The coding. Okay. All of this is kind of being put in your hands already. Oh, sorry. All of this is being put right in your hands, and you just have to focus on it. All right. You can't continue to go round and round in that hamster wheel. Ah, you're dealing with the same type of stuff. See, that narcissists, when they know that they're losing their control on you, that's when they'll wild out the most. That's when they'll create even more drama to pull you back in because they're not strong enough to turn that hamster wheel by themselves. They need you on that wheel with them, turning the wheel with them. Lazy asses. If they want that drama wheel to keep turning, they can do that by themselves. That's what I'm saying. Turn a blind eye to all the BS. You have to decide for yourself, is it worth it? What are you fighting to keep? What are you fighting for? Is it worth it? Because you're paying a price for that. Okay. Some people will say, like in a marriage, community property. That's half yours. That's yours. Don't let him take it all and blah blah blah. But the price that you're paying, I mean, it's not just being given to you. You're fighting for it. You're expending energy. Is it worth it? For some people it is, for some people it isn't. You have to decide for yourself which one applies to you. Okay. Um, for you, it's slightly different. It's slightly different. I feel like for you, you kind of need to make that big push forward, like, no, enough is enough. Because in your instance, I think it's not really going to work in your favor just walking away and letting him keep everything. Because I think he's going to continue to look for other things to take away from you. Do you have children? Because, I mean, that's really the only other thing that I could think of for him to continue a legal battle to drain you and drain you and drain you. Um, Over 18? Because if it's an adult child, I don't think he'd be able to do that. I don't know what it is. He's already over 18. That wouldn't, I don't think that would be it. What else can he continue to drag out a legal battle over? Because I think that's his plan. I think once this particular set of, um, oh, well, I mean, you know, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. But I do feel very strongly he has every intention to continue to try to drag you through court, to drain as much money as he can from you through legal fees. Um, he has another family. I don't know what it would be. I can't think of. I'm pretty sure if you really kind of just sit down for a little bit and allow your mind to wander, you'll get an idea of what he would choose because he's trying to get as much from you as possible. It's not just about dividing assets, it's about taking and taking and taking. I don't think he's happy with this other family. I think he's going to keep taking it out on you. So, see, you haven't participated. I think you need to participate. Not necessarily to keep assets, but to really lay the smackdown on him, um, to assert dominance. Uh, he's the kind where um, I think you're going to have to do that. I don't know how you would do that. I just get a very strong sense that if he is able to get away with what he wants for this particular fight, he's gonna keep fighting you. He's gonna keep dragging you into court. It's very much um, an intentional thing. Like he'll look for something. I don't know what it is though. I'm not being shown what it is he would drag you to court for. I don't understand. Card number 4, against the grain. This card often reminds me of narcissists. It often reminds me of it. When you're naked in your own truth, swimming in your own waters and feeling free, here come the narcissists and their flying monkeys. Mine, 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 mine. Just like the seagulls in Finding Nemo. The narcissist will employ flying monkeys to do this to you, to convince you that you're not processing right, that you have to do this, you have to do that. Don't listen to them. Dive deeper into your waters, okay? Dive deeper into your waters. I feel like I don't know why, but I keep feeling the need to emphasize in your particular circumstance, I think you have to fight. I feel strongly that you have to fight. I don't know if you already have a lawyer. Um, if you don't already have a lawyer representing you, you don't. Shit. Go to a battered women's shelter, okay, and speak to them. If you don't have the money to get a lawyer, speak to a battered women's shelter, and they can help advise you what to do to protect yourself legally. That's probably it. You spoke to someone. Okay, good, good. Make sure if whoever you spoke to um, doesn't make you feel confident in their advice, their legal advice, that you go find someone else. All right, you're worth the fight. You're absolutely worth the fight, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the root of the lesson that you have to fight him for you to understand you are worth that fight. It's not a waste of time. You are worth that investment. You are worth the fight. And I think that might be it. I think that might be it. So I I hope this divorce finds a resolution quickly. I mean, I don't want a fight. You know what I mean? I don't want to fight. Um, And I think if you are able to learn that lesson of your value, that you're worth the investment without needing to get a lawyer, you know, if you learn it now, if you allow yourself to learn it and embrace that fact, that truth that you are worth it, um, I think it might resolve. I think these struggles might actually begin to dissolve and resolve rather quickly. Um, Things tend to worsen when we're not fully cognitive of the lessons those circumstances are bringing to us, are trying to force us to recognize. So, I've personally, what I like to do is when things get worse and worse and worse, for any kind of circumstance or interactions with people, I go to the forest and I'm just like, I'll sit there and be like, all right, so what am I supposed to learn here? What am I missing? And then I'll let my mind just wander, just let it wander. And then next thing you know, you'll stumble across the thoughts that will lead you exactly to the path that you need to be on to get out of that circumstance. So maybe that's what you need to do, some time to yourself. And it doesn't have to be a forest, girl. You can go to a spa. I'm just a really rough and tumble kind of gal. I don't do spa stuff. I go to the forest. I put on freaking hiking boots and I go deep in a forest. So yeah, just ask. Start talking to your higher self. I think this is a lesson in self worth. I think it's what it is. Um, you have to fight. You have to. If you can learn your worth without fighting, then the fighting won't need to be necessary. But I think that you have been trampled on for so long that you might need to fight. But it's not set in stone. It's not set in stone. Nothing I see is ever set in stone. It's just a potentiality. When I see things in advance, when I have a precog type of information, it's if you continue on this path, that's what's going to happen. That's where you're headed. But if you just even 1 degree shift in a different direction, where you don't have to be like, I'm worth it, where that 1 degree shift gets you from like, I don't want to fight, just let him have it, to, I don't know. He's taken enough from me. I need to see what it is I'm actually needing to do. He can't just continue treating me this way. It's not fair to me. That's just a 1 degree shift, but you completely miss that. You're headed in a different direction. So you can avoid it. You can, but you have to shift. You have to shift your perception. And that's hard to do, but it's not impossible. I think you've been through enough that it's something you're capable of doing much easier than you realize. Much easier than you realize. Okay. I hope this helps you, Linda. I really, truly do. Lena, Yelena Sherbakova. Ooh. Lena, are you here? You're welcome, Linda. Lena, are you here? She's here. Oh my gosh. Is it super late where you are? All right. So let me just mark this. Okay, breathe very deep and very slow. Okay, I'm gonna put on some really intense music. We're gonna heal the cord. I'm sorry, Lena. Ooh, Dr. Dre started playing. Linda's right. I have to do a scan. I'm so sorry, Lena. Sorry, Linda. Let me go ahead and finish up with Linda and then I'll get to you. So let me scan you. There's a little bit of a parasitic circumstance that I had detected earlier. Let me see what that's about. Oh. So you have energetic pooling and stagnation of energy, the lower left portion of your heart space. There's a lot of daggers towards the upper right, especially the upper chambers of your right chambers of your heart space. Um, with that, it's like attacking the masculine aspects of yourself. Um, your solar plexus has been greatly atrophied. There's a lot of blockages within your sacral chakra. You are the type of goddess energy that when things are very disharmonic, you'll pull it in like the empath you are and you store it in your sacral. You have to be very careful doing that because it can very unexpectedly manifest into a malignancy, like a growth, tumor, cancer type thing. Okay. I'm not saying that's what I see right now, but I do see a tremendous amount of blockages in that chakra area. Um, Very understandably, your root chakra has been completely blown out. I wouldn't be surprised if you're having problems with like constipation, a lot of abdominal bloating, difficulties with digestion, with those chakras, your lower chakras being so greatly affected by all the things that you're going through. That's a very normal type of experience for symptom presentation. Um, if you're not already diagnosed with fibromyalgia, or experiencing the symptoms, I wouldn't be surprised if you start to experience the symptoms soon. Okay. You have to get all of this stagnant energy cleared out and your chakras worked on so that way you can really amplify your self healing, your attempts at self healing. Your heart is one of the biggest, um, most developed chakras within you. You have a very beautiful heart. The way that your heart glows, it's like you don't necessarily hold a grudge. Um, like when people do wrong to you, you have a tendency to be like, it's not even worth it. Just whatever. But then when you mess up, you really hold it against yourself. You have to be careful about that. You have a lot of blockages in the throat chakra. Um, oh my God. He wasn't physically abusive to you, right? Like, are you having a pain in your throat? Oh my gosh, you don't have to answer about the physical abuse question. That's a very personal. I see his hand choking your throat. Um, he's still trying to shut you up. May I please intervene? That frustrates me. That really frustrates me. Because he's still very much, he's not aware of it, obviously, but he still very much energetically attacks you. He thinks of you often, every day, sending all kind of ugly thoughts, really fixated on you, wants to punish you. I asked your higher self if I'd be given permission to bind him. Your higher self said no. that if I were to intervene, that I'm robbing you of the potentiality to grow, robbing you of the potentiality to recognize your true strength. Oftentimes, we don't realize how powerful we actually are until we have no choice but to be powerful on our own. And your higher self won't allow me to interfere. Can you just slap him? Just one slap. I just want to slap him one time. She says no. Your higher self is beautiful. You come from a very high realm. You come from a very high realm. Um, your higher self, you're connected to your rishi. Your higher self, your rishic self, is saying this was a last ditch effort. This life was a last ditch effort. This is a karmic tie. Um, the two of you have. This was a last ditch effort for him to choose to correct the imbalance, and he failed. He failed the test. He definitely failed the test. You're going to move forward from this. You definitely have a lot of chakra damage um, from all of this. From all of this, we can't put all the blame on him. You did co-create some of this by enabling. Definitely not saying that you deserve this, but you have to know you enabled quite a bit of his tantrums. Um, and you have to know that so you don't repeat it again. And I don't think you're going to. I really don't think you're going to. But there's nothing unhealthy or abusive, self abusive about recognizing how you co created some stuff. He definitely got out of hand quite a bit. Definitely got out of hand quite a bit. Um, wow. Right. That's what really drives him crazy. Nawal is absolutely right. Linda, you bend, fold, but you won't break. Be strong. You're very flexible. You're flexibly strong. Like he keeps trying to snap you in half and you just bend and then snap back. And it drives him nuts. You're like bamboo, you know? Um, and you have a resiliency about you. It drives him insane. He blames you for everything just because he envies you. He knows he's not as strong as you. He knows that one misstep in life will break him. He's about to learn his lesson. It has nothing to do with you wishing him harm or anything like that. He's creating this for himself. Um, there is what appears to be parasitic latchings, base of your skull, behind your right ear, the right back side of your neck, upper left shoulder, left temple, multiple latch points around the left of your heart space, like a crescent all the way down. So, Linda, um, I'll give you I'll give you an option. Okay, I'll give you an option. I know all you got was a scan, but I'll give you an option. I'm assuming he is trying to make sure that your finances are very much messed with. So I'll do this as a gift. I'll let you choose. Do you want your chakras healed or do you want the parasites removed? And I'll do it for you right now. Which one would you choose? Chakras or parasites? You know what? Who am I kidding? That's not how my heart functions. Do I have your permission to do both? I'll just do both. All I need is your permission. Okay. Linda, just breathe very deep and very slow. Breathe. I'm just finding a song. I'm going to correct all your chakras simultaneously. You might get very dizzy. Make sure you're seated. You might also begin to feel as though your entire body's expanding in all directions, okay? Breathe. You might begin to feel ice, fire, and tingling at the base of your tailbone. We're activating your Kundalini. How do you feel? So I will say this. Help myself. So we did correct all of your chakras. We removed all of the parasitic latchings. We went and repaired any energetic, etheric injuries or damage. We redid your auric shield. We went ahead and also did a DNA activation based off of what your higher self requested. And then I think I think he has a lot of higher sensory perception. I think he has a lot of abilities that he hasn't been sharing. He detected an uptick in your energy and he attempted to feed on you. And who am I to deny him energy? So I gave him a large load of mine all the way through him. Um, it's going to take a while for him to repair that. I'm not as compassionate and patient as you are. When something attempts to attack me, I'll defend myself with force. And so I did. And I'll admit that. I'll admit that. There are certain things that are put in place by my soul to always keep me in check. Um, Rules of engagement. You have to engage me before I can do anything. So it is self defense. And I delivered that energy with your energy wrapped in it. So his higher self, it reads like you kicked his ass, which he needed that. He needed that. I'm just saying, he needed that. So some people might say that was childish of me, but I'm not going to disagree. I wasn't allowed to bind him. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't bind him. Your higher self said not to bind him, and I didn't. Just saying. Okay. So Linda, I hope that helps you. I really hope that helps you. I hope this resolves soon. I think his desire to engage you will diminish for a little bit. Yeah, you want to feed? Take the whole fist through the mouth, bro. Chew on that knuckle sandwich. Okay, let me just stop. Lena, are you here? Lena, I'm gonna do yours now. I know, it's a little much. All right, thank you for waiting, Lena. Let us see. Let me just get a song. Mhm. Here we go. Breathe deep and slow. How do you feel, Lena? Oh, sorry, Nawal. The link is closed already. I usually come live at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Um, Yay, she feels good. Lena, I must say that I did see a lot of expansion in your heart space. A lot of the walls that you once had up have thinned greatly and been reduced. So you're experiencing tremendous amounts of growth. Good job. Good job. There's a lot of healing that's occurring. I'm not sure if you're aware or if you're attempting to do the internal work, like intentionally focusing on working on internal things. But even if you're not, I think you're just at a point where you're ready to experience healing down to the core level. You're getting to very high levels of frequency, and a lot of that dimensional level of consciousness that's coming in is expanding the heart space, activating the high heart. I see a lot of energy, and your crown is like expansion, contraction, expand, contract. And it's beautiful. It's pumping a lot of really divine energies through the entire central chakra line. You know, I don't think it's ever going to be done for any of us. I think the whole goal is to get as far as we can in this life with this healing, and hopefully carry it over to the next life and continue from there. Kind of like how, when you finish high school, you carry over to college. So yeah, you're reaching higher levels of dimensional consciousness. It's a difficult thing to do, but you're doing it with a lot of grace. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's see. Cheryl Walker. Cheryl Walker, are you here? So we have a coin. Okay. Oh my God. That makes me mad. All right, let me calm down. You know that infuser is made of brosylated glass. It's the same type of glass that Pyrex containers were made of before they became cheap, like damn near impossible to break. And splinters went 15 feet. I don't know, whatever it is, I'm kicking its ass. Fuck with the infuser. I love the infuser. What you gotta mess with the infuser for? Hold on, girl. It's all tangled. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, did you save the crystals in that infuser? Ooh, I'm telling you. Okay. I think what was going on was that the crystals had winter's energy, and they fucked up. They fucked up. They trying to attack the little girl. Her daddy gonna kick their ass. I'm telling you, girl, her daddy gonna kick their ass. That's one mofo you just don't want to piss off like that. I'm telling you. So the crystal portion did not break. Hmm. Because they wasn't gonna touch winter. That's why. They weren't gonna touch winter. Okay, let me see. Let me just find a song. Oh, wait. Before I start, I'm all excited to kick ass. Hold on. You got other stuff. Let me go ahead and do your Claire Tarot first. Okay. Just calm down, girl. Calm down. We fight in a little bit. We will fight in a little bit, okay? So let's see. Let's go back. I did the right thing. Oh. Oh. I was just told to use this deck instead. The Galactic deck. I have. Oh, shit, girl. Holy shit. So, Cheryl, I'm going to just read you something. I don't know if I needed to use. Woo! There's so many messages. Okay, these are all messages for you. Okay. The Prism of Lyra, the human galactic heritage, is preparing for contact. A metamorphosis of consciousness is about to occur. Okay, so it's just the lid, and I was told to pay attention. The Prism of Lyra is the human galactic heritage, and you're being prepared for contact because of a metamorphosis in consciousness. Okay, so these are messages for you. Winter is the first and only of their kind. So I ask right when I made the statement, okay, maybe I don't need to do something. Card number 86, equal value philosophy. An eye for an eye. Okay. Card number 93, assistance without interference. They're about to get their ass kicked. I'm just saying. Just saying. Ooh, look at that Buddha palm. They're about to get their ass kicked and be pimp slapped. Look at that. Ooh. Card number 44, serious. Card number 44, secrecy. Serious. They're trying to get that which was hidden. That which was hidden is the Prism of Lyra. They're looking for the Prism of Lyra. Fluidity. Andromeda is the heart of our galaxy. Card number 5, change, fluidity. What fluid did we speak of in class today? Okay. They're trying to pump that fluid through the heart. What does the heart do? It circulates it through all the pathways. They need the prism to do this. Good intentions. Fuck you. This is not good intentions. It's an imbalance in positive polarity. Positive is very detrimental. Positive is masculine energy. What happened when the positive energy became more prevalent than the negative charge of the female, the feminine? We went from a matriarchal to a patriarchal society. And what happened? That imbalance created a lot of not so good things. Okay? A lot of not so good things. So this is about shit's about to pop off. They have a sense of delusional control. Okay, let me just shuffle this. Let me just shuffle this. You got a lot of messages coming in, girl. Okay, sorry, just felt something. Let me shuffle one more time. Zeta, ultimate evolution. That's why they hybridized. It's their ultimate attempt at evolution because of the access. That's it. Cheryl, card number 20, the power of sound. Vega, past, the power of sound. You have to find the frequency. You have to find the frequency. Give me 1 second. I'm told to shuffle a little bit more. Okay. So here's the thing. Card number 95, way showing. You're going to be shown what frequencies to use to correct this imbalance. This imbalance being corrected through frequency that you are shown will enlighten. It will enlighten and it will open them up to unconditional love, which will then lead to balance and solar consciousness. You've already attained some level of solar consciousness, especially through that portal, the portal that opened up on the 12/12, as well as the solar eclipse. There is a little bit more info. Hold on. I hope all of this is making sense. Oh, this is making so much sense that it's ridiculous. It's like, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You have to call your parts home. The prism needs to remain home. Allow them to exist in their arrogance because it's through that your integrity is amplified. And as Asasani. You know the significance of this, right? You remember the significance? The Asasani. It's a parallel. They've achieved their goals on a parallel plane. They've achieved their goals on a parallel plane in regards to genome, but they did not access the galactic core. Because remember, where is it? Oh, I stuck it back in the thing. I think I stuck it back in the deck. Remember how Andromeda is the heart of this galaxy, and they're trying to access the heart of the galaxy so that they could pump this viscous fluid, this plasma, through to the heart to have the heart itself distribute it, but they can't. They can't. They failed at accessing the galactic core of a parallel universe. So the pulse of life, they're attempting to do it here in hopes that reciprocal reflection, the parallel will reflect. This is about a merging of timelines, collapsing and merging of timelines. They cannot be allowed to get the prism of Lyra. The prism of Lyra is the human galactic heritage, okay? And they're preparing for contact because it's a metamorphosis of consciousness. You're smack dab in the middle of some crazy shit, girl. You're smack dab in the middle of it. They still watch my lives. I don't know if you're aware. They still greatly monitor my lives. So let me go ahead and scan your house. Cowards. Your house is clear. Tracking residuals. You have a fairy tree at your house? Is there a tree the fairies use at your house? A portal? A vortex? Okay. Yeah, it feels like some sort of growth, like, it didn't feel like a huge tree. So a bush, I guess, or maybe like a short tree, a shrub. I don't know. I don't know the difference. It's a living thing, but at the roots there is a portal, and they run. Yeah, they absolutely run. Hibiscus. Hibiscus is important. Hold on. Ah, so hibiscus is used when you want to attract love and lust. Um, if there's any circumstance that is involving uh, an unbalanced love or lust, that's a distraction. Okay. Correct that distraction immediately, neutralize it. Um, I'm just scanning further. I'm going through the hole. Archive went through the hole. So Cheryl, Archive went through the hole. I don't know how that's gonna end. He went through the hole with a ton of dragons. He's not joking. Well, well. Um, I don't know if they're gonna be going through that hole again. I wouldn't be surprised if he melts it shut. Do you feel hot? Cheryl, do you feel hot? Hot and electric? I'm dancing to the beat of my own drum. He's melting it shut from the inside. They're dismantling all the shoring. There's a lot of energetic structural things that were put into place. I believe this portal is not an organic one. It seems like this was ripped open in anticipation of you living where you live. He's going ape shit. He's melting everything. Oh, he mad. He is mad. Mm. I don't think he's gonna let this go. I don't think he's gonna let this go. That was an attempt on his child. That's the dumbest thing they could have ever tried. I swear. That was the dumbest thing they could have ever tried. Ah, he's still going at it. Um, I have to message you privately. I'll message you privately, okay, Cheryl? I wanted to ask you a question, but I don't want to ask it publicly. Um, and you know that you can call my higher self. She knows your higher self, and she assists when you need it. So you already know that. Um, there was other things that I was supposed to do for you. And the Kuan Yin, that's right. Um, I did the right thing. Please tell me I did the right thing. What if I let go too soon? What am I gonna do? So breathe very deep and very slow. Mhm. Breathe, Cheryl. Cheryl, call your dragon to you. You might feel a presence in your room, okay? There's one more. It's hiding near the kitchen. It can't get out of the house. The house is sealed, okay? I want the name. Give me the name. Give me the name Or I called him here. Okay. You have Zetas outside your house. You might feel Michael on your roof. How do you feel? I'm all sweaty. I'm super sweaty. You feel okay? Up and out. I'm sweaty too, boo. I'm sweaty too. Whew. Whew. That's not oil no more, y'all. That's sweat. Okay. Um, so the last portion, Zetas are all over outside your house. Um, they're all sedated. They can't move. They're fully aware. And Michael's on your roof waiting for any movement. He's gonna kick their ass. If they move, he's gonna kick their ass, and they can't call for any backup. Um, I'm just trying to discern what are they doing? What is this stupidity trying to accomplish? And our guy's all riled up. He's like riled up badly, badly riled up. It's actually kind of hilarious to me. It's funny to me because that energy is always so controlled, and he's just riled the hell up. He's just lost control. Okay. Um, yeah, the inside feels secure now, right? Does it feel like everything has been removed that shouldn't be inside? Okay, good. Um, the inside, the entries like windows and doors, they have been sealed. I don't know how long it will last. You have to continue to seal it daily. Well, I think you can do that. I think you're perfectly capable of doing that on your own. Um, I'm concerned about why they're so fixated on you, though. I'm pretty sure Archive's not going to be leaving your space for a bit. He's waiting for something. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's waiting for something, and he's all riled up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's that. Um, I just don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it, and um, I removed the comment. But you should be good for a little bit. Definitely, um, definitely let me know if you need anything. Keep me updated. Oh, message my business page or email because Facebook Messenger kind of went to poop. Yeah. So if any of you have added me on Facebook with a personal profile, and you're trying to message me for whatever reason, I'm not getting none of it. That's not going in. I'm not going in that. I'm not going in that. I am not stupid. I know what waits for me there. No, I don't want to see any of that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be coming live again tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the goal. I usually make the link for the live available about an hour before I go live. And the link for the expedites usually is activated the same time I make the live stream link public. Okay. You're welcome, Cheryl. You're welcome. So just a little recap, if you guys aren't already aware, because I don't think I made a post on YouTube. I'm so sorry. When I did the Leo reading a couple of days ago, I had to, well, I didn't have to, I chose to make available a 40% discount on 3 activations. That is the Fire of Lyra activation, the Blu-ray activation, and the Orifim Emerald Sun Matrix activation. So those 3 activations, you don't need a coupon code. It's on sale, 40% off. And I mean, if those are activations you've been wanting, those are for private sessions. That's 40% off. And that ends Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This coming Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. I'll check and make sure that I made a post in the community to let you guys know. I don't think I did. You guys, my brain, it doesn't function all the time. All the spiritual work has me kind of loopy sometimes. Part of the reason why I always giggle. I don't know that I got to the Virgo yet. I don't know that I got to the Virgo yet. I also had a few others that I had to do. I think half of the air. I think I needed to do like 3 or 4 other signs. I didn't get to finish yesterday. I'll do that as soon as I can, probably Monday or as soon as I can. You guys, if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. I don't even know what I just said. Thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell. I'm putting my gun away. So please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Join me when I'm live. All right. Bye, guys. You going to turn off? It doesn't want to shut off. What is that about? Here.